the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. But tonight we begin Week 8 with a good matchup for you here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the LA Chargers. Hi, everybody. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And if you look back to last week, it was all about their defense. Anytime you hold an NFL team to single digits, that's saying something.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. Taylor now from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And just think about what his ceiling in the NFL could be, because when you go back to his one collegiate season as a starter, the full season, he went undefeated, didn't throw an interception, and ran for over 1,000 yards as well. When you see him hit the field, you see a possible superstar in the making.
It's a gain of 9. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. On the give, it's Vidal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Come on, set. Hut, hut.
Again, it's Vidal. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
First down.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. A run. Here's Vidal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on 3rd.
Down.
Shotgun now for Lance. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings. McCarthy going to throw again. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. McCarthy going to sneak it. And he will have a Vikings first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Here's a give to Jones running left. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12. Only a pickup of 12. First 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Minnesota.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd down. At the Chargers.
To the air with McCarthy. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. Under pressure, he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Deshaun Hand able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
It really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. Back near his goal line. Here's Lance. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. Coverage by Byron Murphy.
On the ground, it's Vidal. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. They'll run with Vidal. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
After watching that play result, it took me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and we asked him, so how you plan to move the ball against his defense?
He didn't really tip his hand, did he?
No, he didn't. I think it's because he really didn't have an answer. He wasn't quite sure how he was going to get it done, and that play showed us exactly why he was worried.
Yeah, this #1 defense, they can put that on their highlight reel. They haven't been able to stop the run all season long. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Intended for Justin Jefferson. Incomplete. He was covered by Dante Jackson.
Throwing is McCarthy. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Now McCarthy. And he's going to go down. Safe back at the 13-yard line. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try to pick it up here moving forward.
3rd and goal, McCarthy. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. More from L.A. in a moment. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
So here are the Chargers to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Play action. Now it's Lance. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Here's Lance. It's Williams on the catch. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Eluding the pressure right. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Lance going to throw. Forced out to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. The ball. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
A 34-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Gets around him. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts.
Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd.
Looking to throw McCarthy. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts,
4 yards.
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Throwing now is Lance. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. This 2nd and 4. In motion goes the tight end.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, it's Lance. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Jonathan Allen busting through to get him for a loss of 6. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles
Scott,
Davis.
thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway. And he returns this to the 22. Well, the Vikings offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. This is a game, Charles, it's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to raise that small deficit they currently trail by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. More from L.A. in a moment. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. Complete to Addison on the out route. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On play action, now McCarthy. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard.
8-yard gain. Brings up 2nd down.
Now a handoff, running left is Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 26. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. An inside give to Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. More from L.A. in a moment. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. They'll go again to Jones. A minimal gain there for the 8th play of the drive. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
Second down at the Chargers' 15-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
McCarthy operating from the gun. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. T.J. Hockenson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
And oh, it's blocked. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Not quite enough for the first, almost. Give him 9 instead, so that leaves him with an enviable 2nd and inches. Here's Lance to throw it. Being chased out left. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Vidal. Oh, nice move. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 45 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And now they'll throw with Lance. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Jonathan Grenard. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Under pressure, they got him again. Javon Hargrave providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a 3-point kick. Now you're giving him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
Now again, right side. Vidal. And now lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Joey Porter Jr. that time got in there and backs the offense up. Tackle for loss.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now they go screen. It's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7th. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Lance looking to throw it. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Jonathan Allen, his 2nd sack of the night.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And his kick is good. And the lead grows to 4. It's 13-9. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Looking to put a drive together. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Vikings slow to get up. More from L.A. in a moment. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. McCarthy off the play fake. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd down at the 32-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Working from the gun, Lance. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. The Chargers on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Able to find the open man, that's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down. They needed 4, he doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And the Chargers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st down, Vidal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it will set him back for 2nd down.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the...
Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And at this stage, in the fourth, they need to work this into the end zone. A field goal doesn't do much. We'll see if they can cash in following the fumble recovery. Following the fumble recovery, McCarthy steps away to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble at second down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still, some positive yardage. I'm afraid that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll play action. Here's McCarthy. Now he steps away. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
1st and goal, Minnesota.
On the ground, here comes Mason. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Mason, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day 1 of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
Extra point right down the middle, and that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. LA set to take over again on offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. In motion left goes Allen. Lance, a quick throw out wide, complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brings up 2nd down.
Now a handoff up the middle. Vidal. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And that's going to be good for the Chargers' first down as they'll get this up to about the 42.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
There you go, partner. That's some old-school football right there. You need 1 yard? Give it to your bruiser at fullback and let him get the job done.
Here's a quick throw out wide by Lance, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Open man here is Conklin. There goes a gain of 4. And that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down.
Shotgun now for Lance. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
And the Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Vidal. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's third down. Now Lance. Escaping the pressure right. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is indeed good. And we are on time here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Now McCarthy completes this to Jefferson. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Throwing is McCarthy. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
A loss of 9 yards. It's third.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. They'll fire deep, looking for more. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on fourth down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
And on fourth down, honors the punt team sending this one away.
Fair catch.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be first and 10 as they take over. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this.
Second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Finding Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Chargers, first down.
Here's Lance. Buying time is left. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
Chargers, first down.
Lance back to throw. Quick slant complete to Keenan Allen. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Final minute, one timeout remaining. First and 10. Now Lance. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Second and 6 coming up. Now they'll pitch it out here. Oh, good move. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Here's first down.
A gain of 17 yards. The Chargers.
Lance looking to throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. He's hit 3 times already, and this for the win. And it is good! He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out in the end. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for LA, they run their mark this